What is up, you guys? My name is Roman, and my pronouns are he, him, and his, and today I'm going to be watching and reacting to 10 Unanswered Questions in Spider-Man Brand New Day by WatchMojo.com. Be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo. I will link them in the description below, and I guess this will be a few unanswered questions. I didn't think 10 were unanswered, but yeah, without any further ado, let's lock in.
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the biggest questions we still have after Spider-Man Brand New Day. We will be getting into a few spoilers.
Okay, if he
Yeah, I've already seen the movie, so I'm good.
puts together a team, and then the team is called the Avengers, then who are the real Avengers?
Well, that's the question the internet has been asking, and judging by the very nasty memes that I've read.
Has Oscorp been established since No Way Home?
I can't believe our first hit MIT!
Yeah, Oscorp. Wait, why would that be important? It's from a different universe. It doesn't exist in the main Marvel, in the MCU, the main Marvel universe.
MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Contemplating her career after MIT, MJ mentions that she interviewed with a, quote, soulless corporation, ultimately rejecting the job. It
Oh, right.
might be grasping at straws, but when a soulless corporation is mentioned in a Spider-Man movie, our minds immediately go to Oscorp. While this company has played a significant role in other Spider-Man universes, No Way Home implied that it didn't exist on Earth 616.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At least that's what Norman Osborn said at the time.
Someone's living in my house. Oscorp doesn't exist.
4 years have passed in Brand New Day, providing an opening for Oscorp to be formed. That would also mean Earth 616 could have its own versions of Norman and Harry. Although it's just
What do you mean Earth 616? I thought the main Marvel Cinematic Universe didn't have, or isn't called 616. I thought it was called Earth 38, or was it called Earth 38, or it was called something else. I don't know, I forget what it was called, but I thought it's no longer called Earth 616. I don't know. It's confusing. Sometimes they say it is, sometimes they don't. But I think according to Kevin Feige, it isn't. But whatever.
speculation at this point, Oscorp is a big part of the Spider-Man mythos to just sweep under the rug.
But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
How is Peter paying for, well, anything? While Peter doesn't have Stark Industries backing anymore, his new spider tech is only a slight downgrade.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was wondering. Actually, I didn't think of that, actually. Yeah, how is he paying his bills and stuff? Anyways.
Peter's a genius, but he still needs money to pay for this equipment, not to mention an attic apartment to store it.
Maybe I'm just writing this for me. And maybe that's my responsibility.
Even if Aunt May had death insurance, nobody remembers Peter Parker, so he wouldn't be able to claim any money she left behind, right? We have two theories about Peter's finances. One, Little Caesars is Peter's literal meal ticket, hence why he orders from a D-tier pizza chain when he lives in New York.
Hey, Spider-Man, that's my Weberoni. Get
Yeah, I caught that, and I was like, I saw like a different pizza place that he ordered from, but then I was like, or that he delivered for, or something like that. But like, I was thinking, then, but then I was thinking like, that Little Caesars, and I thought I saw the Little Caesars logo in it, and I thought of the commercial, which of course is also a nod to Spider-Man 2. That was a great tie-in, by the way. It was like a nod to Spider-Man 2, you know? He stole that guy's pizzas.
Two, Peter seemingly wore a Delmar's Deli shirt at one point. Maybe that's where he's working, but the filmmakers didn't waste time showing this because it's pretty small potatoes.
Here's $5. What's up, Murph?
When did Spider-Man meet Yelena?
Reporting for duty, what's my next assignment?
I thought he was just I thought when he first saw her in the film, he was meeting her for the first time. No, it was. He had met her before.
Speaking of potatoes, Yelena Belova tells Spider-Man at her office/bathhouse that the web he's trying to untangle is of the punier variety. The new Avengers deal with bigger potatoes. Like doomsday stuff, but we'll cross that bridge later.
Meet the new Avengers.
Based on the way Spider-Man and Yelena converse, it's clear that this isn't their first meeting. Yelena doesn't know Peter is Spider-Man. Otherwise, he might have taken the mask off, along with the rest of the suit.
Oh, right, sure.
Yet Spidey and Yelena have a dynamic that was apparently established off-screen. It'd be interesting to see how exactly these two met. For that matter, we wouldn't mind a Disney Plus miniseries exploring everything that happened during those 14 months after the new Avengers were introduced.
Yeah, or maybe they could make a comic out of that. There's always other options. Like, maybe they could, maybe they can make a comic out of that, and or maybe a novel or a novelization or a story or something about how they met. That would be cool.
Cool shit.
Will Peter's evolution continue? Peter's Spidey sense is taken to the next level in Brand New Day. Not only does Peter grow stronger and faster, but he develops organic webbing as well.
I'm losing my mind. I am totally out of control.
Although Peter initially fears these changes as he loses control, he eventually adapts and unleashes the full power of the spider within.
And for those spiders who make it through.
But without turning into the man-spider monster.
It amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Is this the end of Peter's evolution, or could this just be a stepping stone to the next mutation? Pulling inspiration from the comics, future movies could bring something along the lines of Savage Spider-Man or Man Spider.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There it is, Man Spider.
Imagine Tom Holland's Spider-Man devolving stingers, fangs, extra arms, and 6 additional eyeballs.
That would be so creepy.
Okay, that all might be a little excessive, but it'd still be pretty cool to see,
Yeah.
if only to temporarily shake things up. Shouldn't the police have more questions for the Punisher? Like Yelena, Frank Castle is already acquainted with Spider-Man, although we don't know how they met. Presumably, it was during the Staten Island incident, but that's also kept vague.
Mother.
Go home!
We like to think that Frank met Peter's father when they burned Troy to the ground. In any case, the
Haha, little nod to the Odyssey.
more press.
That's funny because yeah, they because these two work together in the Odyssey, so back-to-back movies together.
Pressing question is why the police didn't arrest Frank when he showed up to the hospital with Spider-Man bleeding out in his arms. The Punisher is a known vigilante with a body count. We think Detective DeWolf would at least have a few questions for him.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
Not only do the authorities ignore this, but Frank is allowed to stand guard in Spider-Man's hospital room, despite
That's what I was wondering too.
being the one who put him there.
You're losing it, kid.
What's the future for Metzger and Damage Control? Our heroes uncover numerous human rights violations the Department of Damage Control is responsible for, including the death of Jean Grey's sister Sarah. Just because the DODC is under investigation doesn't mean it's been disbanded. This likely isn't the last we've seen of the DODC or William Metzger, who quietly slips away before facing any real consequences.
It appears we're faced with a
That's right.
threat we can't control.
Did he? Yeah, I feel like I never really saw at all what he, or unless you mean slips away like he disappeared. But yeah.
One we can't even see.
When Metzger inevitably returns, he may argue that no human rights were violated, as he doesn't consider mutants to be human. In the comics, Metzger rose up as one of the leading anti-mutant activists. With mutants starting to establish a presence on Earth-616, Metzger may use fear tactics to sway the public in his favor, regain control of the DODC, and emerge more powerful than before.
You're the only one who can sense it.
Hey, can we do this one at a time, please?
You're the only one
I mean, that's an interesting theory, but I'm not sure if that will happen.
who can defeat it.
Will Bruce Banner be released?
You're not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
The big green guy is unleashed after Bruce's Hulk inhibitor device is destroyed, although it's still a little unclear when he stopped being Smart Hulk. Also, does Bruce still have a son named Scar?
This is my son.
That's true. What happened to his son? That was introduced in She-Hulk? Was that just like a temporary thing? Like, no, like he had to. I don't know.
Scar.
Wow, you're family.
We already have these questions heading into Brand New Day, however. What we really want to know is what happened to Bruce after Hulk's rampage. It's mentioned that Bruce is being taken to a mental hospital, but is that wise? Even if Bruce goes willingly, the Hulk could break out at any time. The only place that might be able to hold the Hulk is the Raft, where a red one currently resides.
It seems
That's right.
Stearns raised the level of gamma in those pills over time. It built up in your body over the years that led to
my little tantrum, which is why I have to be in here.
Wherever Bruce is, we doubt he'll be detained long, especially if Dr. Doom wants him for a secret war.
Oh yeah, maybe. But yeah, that's true. Like I totally forgot about his son.
Does Ned remember Peter? And could MJ too? True Love's kiss can't undo Strange's memory spell, but perhaps a secret handshake can. Towards the film's conclusion, Peter reintroduces himself to Ned with their BFF handshake. Although Ned doesn't know Peter, something about this exchange is familiar to him. While the scene culminates in Ned having something of an epiphany, it isn't clarified whether all of his memories of Peter came back or just one.
The Spidey Tracker app says that Spider-Man is in the direct vicinity.
Oh, yeah? No.
Well, I mean, as I've said in my review, I would argue that maybe it somehow could be restored, and like, well, it's either it could be restored, not necessarily restored, but like maybe he had. No, I argued that he didn't remember him. They just did a handshake with him, and he just vaguely remembered it from the past, but he didn't know that it was Peter. But then he knew that in this film he rediscovered that Spider-Man's real name was Peter, and then he put it together that Peter Parker and Spider-Man were one and the same. I think that's how it worked.
Oh, wait, that's crazy.
Either way, at least a small part of Ned remembers Peter. Does that mean MJ's memories could be similarly triggered? Even if MJ
yeah, that's just me.
Remembers Peter down the line, would she want to pick up where they left off 4 years ago, or has she officially moved on with her new boyfriend, who the movie sort of forgot about?
I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
Yeah, it's true. He was only in like one shot and one scene, and they just totally forgot about him.
Do the X-Men already exist on Earth 616? We last see Jean Grey on a bus heading...
Again, it's not Earth 616. Well, maybe, but it's possible that, I don't know, yeah.
Out of the city. We wouldn't be surprised if her next stop is Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Of course, we don't know if such a school exists on Earth 616. We don't even know if there's a Charles Xavier.
What truth?
That's not how Strange died.
That said, it's unlikely that Jean Grey is this world's only major X-Men character. We just haven't met the others yet. Avengers Doomsday and perhaps Secret Wars could be a final farewell for several original X-Men actors, allowing a new class to take over their roles in the MCU. It'll be a dangerous time for mutants to come out of the woodwork, seeing as how Peter created a universal inhibitor that just might fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be... Well, I mean, it's definitely going to be a final farewell, especially for Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier. I mean, he's come through a lot. He's died and come back lots of times, and including his variants, like with like his in Doctor Strange 2 that you just showed, but like, and now another variant coming and possibly dying. But this, either way, it'll be great to see him on screen. Either way, because it'll be great to see him on screen one last time, because one's on screen as Charles Xavier one last time, because I do know that after this, Patrick Stewart is retiring.
Might fall into the wrong hands. Where in the universe is Spider-Man? Ned's Spidey tracker has a wider range than we assumed. In a post-credits scene, the app indicates that Spider-Man is somewhere off-world. We're willing to wager that he's been transported to Battleworld, which could be introduced in Doomsday before playing a larger role in Secret Wars.
Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
In that case, Tom Holland making a cameo in Doomsday feels like a real possibility. Even if Holland doesn't pop up in that film, all signs indicate that he's going to be in Secret Wars. Then again, Ned's app might not be exclusive to Earth 616's Spider-Man.
Hi. Yeah, but I still hope that he'll definitely be in Secret Wars. Maybe it's another Spider-Man, but I certainly don't doubt it. It's Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Fingers crossed.
No, it's okay.
What if Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker has been sent to Battleworld? We know for sure that Spider-Man will return, but which ones and when?
I have been in a team, okay? I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Yeah.
That's great!
Thank you.
What is that?
Wait, you don't have the Avengers? Is that a band? Are you in a band?
What questions do you have after Brand New Day? Do you agree that Thanos should have just made more food if he was worried about overpopulation?
I do.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and I have pretty much the same kind of questions as you, Watch Mojo, but yeah, I agree with most of these questions. Of course, I didn't have as many as questions as I did in as many questions as I did leaving the theater, but now that you mentioned a few, I do have. Like, I totally forgot that Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, has a son now, and I've totally, amongst a few other things, but most of the other questions were the same as me. Like, when will Spider-Man return and which one? But yeah, so hopefully they'll be answered within the next coming movies, and yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, possibly share it with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. Also, go subscribe to watchmojo.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye-bye.